Yeah.
I'll start.
All right, we're live. So, welcome to Pizza Chat, the pandemic edition.
Yeah. Woo!
So we have the Pizza Sutra kids here today. We have Billy in the top right, Janelle in the bottom left, Sergio in the bottom right, and me.
And that's Enzo.
Yeah, so I don't know. How you guys doing?
Doing great.
I'm okay. I'm clean from work and, showered and did a little laundry. My laundry basket's right there.
Huh?
So halfway through that.
So how are you guys doing overall with everything? I know since I think the last time we were on was it like a month ago or something like that?
It was about the beginning of our pandemic.
Yeah. So I've since been laid off, so I've had lots of time to kind of do nothing. Yeah, it's still weird. It's still, I don't know. It's still the whole like mandating the mask thing is new since last time, or wearing a mask, which is really, I don't know. Going to the grocery store is like super nerve-wracking for me. But I don't know. How do you guys, are you guys going out and doing stuff like that, or?
Whenever I go out, I wear a mask. I don't go out very much, like post office, actually pretty often, but grocery shopping. I wear masks. I mean, it doesn't weird me out. It makes me feel better. I hope that it makes other people marginally feel better. Yeah, I don't know. Like I think that's a pretty small sacrifice to make for everybody feeling marginally better. I think that's what we should all do. Try to make everybody feel just like a little bit better. It's so shitty. So we can just help a little bit.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah, life for me hasn't changed much. I'm still working. I still go to the store like normal. When I was with Sergio, I even took down the barrier that they put up. I broke it at Speedway. You remember that?
What?
Oh yeah. So Billy came over to hang out, and we were going to do a 48-hour film festival thing that we
didn't.
We do. We didn't. But we went to the Speedway that I live like 10 feet away from, and they had a giant like guard instead of like for bulletproof stuff. It's just for like, it's a giant sneeze guard, and Billy just like lifted it up, and everything fell apart. And he was like, "Oh, whoops."
Oh no! Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, I mean, he put it back together. It was literally like 3 or 4 pieces that just kind of slid into place.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I was just
because it sucks. It's gotta suck.
Oh.
What?
Janelle's frozen.
We lost her.
She's frozen. Janelle's frozen. Somebody hit her with a Oh.
Anybody got like a match or something, or like a
smelling salt,
fire, something? There she is.
There she is.
Sorry.
Welcome back.
I might be too far away from my router.
Oh no.
Yeah. So if it happens again, I'll move closer to my router.
So have you guys been making pizza or eating pizza recently?
I eat pizza pretty much every day.
I had Jack's Pizza again today. Sergio and I had Jack's Pizza when I went over to his house, and then I had.
Did you eat it 6 feet apart?
Relatively.
Wait, Billy, you went over
Not the whole time.
Opposite sides of the room.
you were over there today or when you were shooting?
When we were shooting on the weekend.
Oh,
Yeah, but I also had Jets, not Jack's, Jets. I had Jets pizza today. I had 3 times within like a week.
You're a lucky man, and I'm super jealous of you.
Well, I got it at work that one day, and then I got it with you, and then my coworkers were jealous because they were like, we wanted some of that. That looked great, so they ordered some.
So speaking of frozen pizza, how do you guys feel about the shortage that's going on, or like they're saying that there's like a shortage of frozen pizza because people are like buying it like toilet paper now.
Oh, I don't know. I think everyone needs to slow your roll. I understand that this is a crisis, but this is a perfect time to go out and make pizza.
Mm.
Learn how to make it.
or order pizza from your favorite local place.
Yes.
Take out the delivery.
Because
Mhm.
they're struggling, and
Yeah.
like they're all willing to bring it to your house. They'll even put it on the ground and walk away if you're nervous.
slow.
It's true. It's
They
true.
have the notes on the websites, or you just call. And
Yeah.
I'm sure they're
Yeah, that's one of the things I want to talk about is like how pizzerias are kind of dealing with this whole thing and how shitty it is to have to like close your establishment but still be open and kind of rearrange your business basically to kind of conform to this like new lifestyle or whatever, and it sucks. So a lot of pizza places are doing like pizza kits. Well, they'll put like together like a kit of like dough, sauce, cheese, toppings, or whatever, and then you can kind of put that stuff together yourself at home, which can be fun if you're like intimidated.
That's
by
really cool.
Yeah, by making pizza from scratch. So you can kind of do that. They're doing takeout, obviously, so you can order from your favorite pizza place. Yeah, they need all the help they can get right now. As with, I mean, every other business, obviously, restaurant is struggling, but you know, we kind of focus on our family first. So, yeah, pizza places are, and pizza is like it's a comfort food. It's like something that people kind of, I don't know. I feel like in times of like when you're stressed out or when you're angry or upset or happy or feel like you want to celebrate, you know, pizza's always there for you. So you should be there for pizza.
That's literally the reason we started Pizza Sutra.
Yeah. So we have Jonathan Cohen on in the chat, and Jonathan Cohen owns the Wooden Paddle in, is it Lamont? I think. I met him at Pizza Expo last year.
Nice.
But yeah, so he's saying support local. So he's a cool dude. But yeah, yeah, support your local pizza shop. Order from them.
Nice.
And you know, it's also weird because people are also out of work and don't have money, so they can't.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a weird like double-edged sword kind of situation. But you know,
that's been the biggest catch for me is I did order a couple of times, probably about once a week, at least when this started. But man, I am broke. You know, like I have a pretty lucky situation where I'm at and all that, but that doesn't mean that I don't have money to be ordering that. So the frozen pizzas are kind of just there. But when I do get the opportunity, like I've ordered from a lot of local places, at least once a week. But I also eat pizza a lot, so it's nice to break up the frozen pizza, because as much as I love it, there's nothing like having it delivered to you. Like,
right. It's easy. You know, it's going to taste good. Jonathan says he's made a few Jack's pizzas too. So
I hope you used that oven that's like in the middle of your shop or whatever. That thing is beautiful. I was looking at the Facebook link that you sent, and that looks like a beautiful place. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah,
Sometime.
I've been meaning to get out there. It's it's like it's kind of a hike for me because I don't have a car, but it's like a 30-45 minute drive, I think, from Chicago. So
Which way is it? North?
I think it's.
I'll look it.
I feel like it's west-ish. But yeah. Also, this is a great time to make homemade pizza and kind of get into it. And if you don't have money to spend on delivery and all that, I mean, making homemade pizza is really inexpensive because you're basically just paying for flour, buy a jar of sauce and some like mozzarella cheese, and that's going to be like a few bucks basically. And you'll get like multiple pizzas out of it. So
yeah, you'll get a lot of pizza out of one thing of dough or whatever. Like it's really cheap to make if you buy all the ingredients and stuff. It makes a lot too.
Yeah, I think the average recipe for a dough is like it creates 4 crusts essentially from most of the average ones that I've read.
right.
So you can just split that up into 4, freeze the other 3, and then make the one dough or whatever you got to do.
Off-roading cooking. Have you ever made a fire pizza oven out of wood and just burn it down? I did that.
You burnt that pizza, all right.
Yeah, you did.
That was so funny when you're like, oh, it's a little burnt, and then you show it, and it's just like,
did you mean to do that?
No, but I've never made a pizza like that before. Well, I expect to see some kind of pizza off-road cooking, and then and then air fryer recipes. Can you air fry a pizza?
So this is Booger. Hey Booger. So she does, her channel is all about using the air fryer, and I think she's made pizza in the air fryer before. So
Okay.
yes, it is definitely possible.
Yes, sir.
Well, is it good? That's the next thing.
Well, you got to try it, I think.
I don't know if I want to buy an air fryer.
Air fryers are nice, man.
Huh? I don't know.
They're nice.
I've never used one before.
I want one. I just they're just so big too. They take up a lot of counter space.
There was one thing before we get too far off of what we were talking about. There was one thing I wanted to mention about like local pizza places and stuff. So I saw this article and I thought it was really great. And it's Topper's Pizza, which, I mean, they're a big chain, but they are from the Midwest. They're from Wisconsin.
Are they from Wisconsin, or are they from like?
No, they're from Wisconsin. They're from like Whitewater or something like that.
Yeah, or Stevens Point. I think it's Stevens Point or something. It's a college town.
Like that. Yeah. But they are offering. It's for Milwaukee area, but any students who need food, they can go get a free small pizza Monday through Friday.
Nice.
11 a.m. to 1 or 11 p.m. 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Yeah, so yeah, I also feel like a lot of pizza shops are doing that. I mean, obviously they're helping out with the healthcare workers and sending pizzas to like hospitals and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so there's a thing, pizza versus pandemic, I think, which I feel like I mentioned last time, but it's like a thing where I don't know if you can give out. It's through Slice Out Hunger.
Oh, okay.
So if you go,
where did Sergio go? What, I was looking away and he's gone.
He disappeared into a puff of smoke.
He probably went to poop.
Or that. If you go to Slice Out, it's Slice Out Hunger. Here, I'll put the URL in the chat. But yeah, they're doing good things with this whole situation. My good friend Stephanie's in the chat. Hi, Steph. So she also has an air fryer, and she also says yes, it works. So
Cool.
Sent one is here. I sent one. I always forget. I always forget your name. I don't remember what your name is. I apologize. But yeah, I don't know. I don't remember what we were talking about, but oh, okay. So the other thing I wanted to talk about was chains are really profiting off of this, unfortunately, in my opinion, because they're getting slammed with like delivery. They're hiring a ton of delivery people, like these like Pizza Hut and Domino's and Little Caesars and all these places. So I guess that's a job if you want a job. But James, his name is James. Remember that. Sent one, James. But yeah, it's just weird that, like, you know, out of all the pizza places, like the chains are the ones that are like profiting, you know, or like are like the busiest. It's like, I understand they have more locations, so they probably will be busier, but
That, and they have the franchises are backing them, you know. So
Mhm.
you know, it's like, hey, I need help, you know. They can have it like a corporate plan, you know.
right. Booger says, I made 4 pizzas oven style the other day for neighbors. White sauce, flatbread, focaccia, all the jazz. Love making pizza. Yeah,
Nice.
all sounds
Very cool.
delicious. Um,
Where'd you
my
go?
mom,
Bill?
yeah.
What?
Where'd you go?
My sisters stopped by to drop off ice cream to me, and now they're waving bye out my window.
Aw.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Um,
Now they just keep taking pictures of me. It's awkward.
like through the window.
Yeah. Bye.
My mom made focaccia bread for the first time the other day, and she messaged me. She was like, she was following a recipe, and she messaged me. She was like, "It's not rising. What do I do?" And I was like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. So, moms. I do like focaccia though. Focaccia's pretty good.
Are we talking about things we made? I'm sorry.
No, we're just spitballing here.
I found a topping that I didn't know that I liked. So I ordered a pizza from a local place called Pietro's, and they're very, very good. I ordered just a regular pepperoni pizza because lately I've just been like either pepperoni or just a regular cheese. And they put peppercini peppers on it.
Mhm.
Those are pepperoncinis and like cheese. And it was like one of the best pizzas I've ever had. Never would have thought that as just like the only topping would have been very good. But it just mixed really well with the sauce because the sauce is really savory. And then you had like that kind of bite of the pepper. I don't know. It was really good.
Yeah.
Any weird
Sounds
toppings
really
you guys have tried? Enzo probably has.
Yeah, accidentally, not intentionally.
I didn't. Yeah, that was accidentally too.
So
banana peppers are good, and white sauce, Popeye pizza, and focaccia
Popeye-
bread.
and focaccia bread.
Focaccia,
So-
not focaccia. Focaccia.
So Booger, you should try white sauce Popeye pizza on focaccia bread. Are you talking about like Popeye chicken?
Yeah,
Is that what she's talking about?
I hope so.
Popeye pizza? Maybe it's spinach?
It sounds like a super pizza.
Maybe it's spinach. We need clarification. Yeah, I haven't. I had one frozen pizza, which
Yeah. Spinach.
spinach. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, it sounds really good.
That's a cute name. I actually had one frozen pizza, which I still need to edit. I reviewed it, but it was Jacobinos. Have you guys had Jacobinos?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
He still has the box.
I have the
It
thing.
has, oh,
It
that's
was actually
cool.
flatbread. It's the same people. It's wow, Connie's. It's Connie's Pizza.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
So
Oh.
Connie's Pizza has this line of pizza called Jacobinos. This is their flatbread. I haven't actually had their pizza, but it was pretty good. But yeah, I just like the way this looks. That's why.
Yeah.
But other than that, I haven't really had any frozen pizza. I've been making just regular old boring cheese pizzas. Yo-Yo
Hey, man.
Max.
There is nothing boring about a cheese pizza.
did you see what Yo-Yo Max said? They have an
Uh,
automated pizza kiosk in their
What?
town.
Yeah.
What town is this?
She's in Canada.
Oh,
Another reason why Canada is the best.
Wild.
I would love to
Wild.
see a video on that, Tammy.
I would too.
love to see that.
Yeah, you should. You
I think
absolutely should.
I'm so fascinated by those pizza vending machines. They're so weird, and I wonder how good they are.
Yeah, that's what I'm curious about.
I've never seen one. I've been to a cupcake vending machine before, and
Yeah,
it was great.
yeah. But with pizza, I don't know. There's something about having someone touching my stuff. I don't know. You know, I
I know.
I
like
want
people
someone to
touching
touch
my
my
stuff.
stuff.
I'm right with you. People touching my stuff is much better than somebody not touching my stuff.
Than like a robot, you know.
It's just not the same. It's artificial.
Um, yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
fair. Anyway.
Anyway, yeah. If anyone's watching, if you guys have any questions or want to talk about something, we are here to talk to you for at least another 38 minutes.
How is
yeah.
everyone else dealing with the pandemic? It's pretty wild for us, man. It's really crazy because I didn't think we'd have to do anything like this, you know? It's insane. Now I'm gonna go and make another, I guess, coronavirus version of a Pizza Sutra thing next weekend, I think. Because we're running out of content because we can't really all show up at the same place and start making Pizza Sutra videos.
So are you guys still recording separately or anything? Or are you doing anything? No?
We were discussing that just to I had an extra. We just had the one episode left in the can, and then we had 2 other things that we shot a while ago. So we have a new show that we want to launch, and then there was another thing that we took a stab at actually right before we met you, and it was where we tried to make pizza. So there's an episode called Passion of the Slice where me and Billy try to make a pizza from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
So I still have to finish editing that. That kind of got put to the back burner as we kept doing more and more reviews. But so right now we really just have those 2 things. And then Billy, so this was our attempt at being creative and working around the circumstance was Billy was like, hey man, I can just go into the woods and make a pizza in the woods and then I'll record it all on my phone. And then he did that. And then he sent me the footage and then I did all the editing. So I think that was a neat and creative way to work around it, and it's definitely not a review. It's this really oddball narrative.
Yeah, it was definitely a different. It definitely felt different. I would like to see you. I think that could be a series for you guys, Billy makes pizza in the backyard or at the mall or something.
Yeah, my idea of this whole thing is I'll take that and just keep doing it every once in a while, and it'll be an alternate universe where the coronavirus wiped everything out. And I'm just I thought that would be fun So we'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see how that
And
works.
then he sends me the footage, I edit it, and then we have another
Mhm.
random episode.
Yeah.
I like
Super
it.
random because
like
like
it.
normally either Janelle or Sergio are directing me, you know.
Right.
But this
Reining you
time
in.
I just this time I just kind of got to do whatever I want. So it's a little weird. Sergio said I
he
did
did
okay
really
though.
good. There were so many weird little funny bits that he did on his own that I didn't expect to see in there. Like preheat your fire to orange.
That was so funny.
Yeah. And like
That was great.
for me, I felt like it could have gone one of two ways, but I wanted to make it a bit like somber. So like there's really sad, depressing music playing over this guy who's like, I found pork.
The pork is so
And
funny.
he randomly stumbles across green bell peppers and stuff like that. So I felt like that was a nice juxtaposition to kind of add levity, but it's also like we're still kind of bummed that we don't get to hang out and like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
we want to for people.
I mean, it's times like this that kind of force you to be creative and kind of think outside your box, and so maybe something awesome will come out of this.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Daddy Dutch Kent is in the chat. Hey Kent.
In the house.
So yeah, we're just talking pizza. Yeah, I don't know. I've been I recorded a bunch of reviews before all this happened, so I'll probably be putting those out. And yeah, I'm just trying to get back into the grind of like making. I don't know. I've just been feeling weird lately. It's just, I'm sure like everyone else, it's like, I don't know. I'm just feeling like sometimes I feel motivated, sometimes I don't. It's just, I'm just like in a weird. Everything is like putting me in like a weird headspace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine, especially down in Chicago, where like you pretty much can't go outside. I mean, can you?
We can. Yeah, we can. We're not on like total lockdown, but it's still like, I don't know. It's just weird. Just very. It's like depressing too. Like just the news is just like, I can't. I just can't.
And it's constant.
Yeah, me neither.
It's constant. Yeah.
Constant.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's like, you're like this like weird addiction to like, oh, I wonder what's new, even though nothing really is new. Now there's 580 cases in Ecuador, or whatever.
Right.
What's really messed up is like I'm not even interested. Just like let me know when it's done. I'll chill here because I don't mind not leaving. But what I hate is the fact that they like just bombard you with it. Like my phone will be like, "Ding! This is the newest update on everything that's happening." I'm like, dude, I don't want to see that shit. Or if I go to like my like Gmail or whatever, then it's like, here's an update on everything, and it's like, can I just have like a space where I don't have to like see it? I know it's there, but again, like as long as people are like following the rules, not fucking it up, then hopefully we can get out of here sooner.
Yeah,
Let's as dumb as it is, but like really, I just don't send that to my phone, man. I don't give a shit. Yahoo News. Nobody takes you seriously. Stop sending it to me.
Why are you signed up for notifications with Yahoo News anyway?
I have no idea. Also, my Apple does it too. Like Apple News notifications are just like, here's all the tolls, and I'm like, fuck.
I never get notified on my phone for anything.
Me neither. I get so mad when I get any kind of notification that's not from somebody I know. You know what I mean? Like, what is this notification? And I'm crazy. Like, the top bar on your phone. I don't want nothing on it. Nope.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Before I forget, don't forget to subscribe to Pizza Sutra and their YouTube channel.
If we get like 17 more or 18 more, we hit our magic number.
420.
Woo! We're gonna do that tonight. We're gonna get you to the 420 tonight.
420 on wow. Who would have thought? 420 on 420.
That would be magical.
I mean, you could make it happen. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Enzo's gonna make a pie with cannabis in it. He said so.
Yeah, for sure. with
For
all,
sure.
all the cannabis that I have lying around.
We were talking before the show got started, and we're like, "Happy 420! Yay! None of us smoke weed." So
So straight
just like,
laced.
oh, yeah, we kind of are. It's kind of weird.
It's not weird.
It is.
It's
It's so weird. It's weird for me. I come from like, you know, the garbage. So like everybody
Yeah.
who hangs out in the garbage is like, let's drink some beers. And,
Is your dad Oscar the Grouch?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a big lame nerd with not doing anything, so whatever.
There for a while, I was drinking for quite a bit, and that was fine. I am used to drinking, but I think the show and making the show kind of like was a really weird. Really have time to dick around. Like, go edit and make this thing, make something, and then like it's out there. So like, I didn't even think about drinking, and I still don't really drink that much, only because I have so much to work on that I'm like, I'd rather spend my energy and not feel like shit for like 2 days, because like I drink a lot and then I'd feel bad like the next day and just be unmotivated. Where like ever since we started the show, it's been the one thing that I keep going to and working on, and so like I cut back on a lot of the other things. Although lately I have been wanting a cigarette.
No. No.
Did you
No.
used to smoke a
Oh,
lot?
I used to smoke.
Lot.
Yeah.
I smoked like a pack a day.
How?
Sergio, don't. You've come so far.
I
Don't.
know. Well, this is part of the beauty of it, is because I can't go anywhere. Like, I don't have to leave, which is like one of the biggest things. Is like me driving was one of the big triggers of like I have to drive somewhere or go somewhere that I just smoke constantly. And I have to deal with people.
How long have you been smoke free?
Since last August.
Okay.
June, July, August. I'd say September would be like, yeah, September.
No, it was August. It was when
It was the very end of August.
your trip with your sister, right?
Yeah, at the very end of August. So literally the last week of August, and then, yep. So this is the only real thing is that like I'm always like, God, I could go for a cigarette right now.
Yeah, but what is it gonna do for you though?
Right.
See, the problem with smoking is you like it. That's because I used to be a smoker.
That's the biggest
too.
problem. It's like
You enjoy it. It's not like, wow, this tastes like shit. It does taste like poop, but
I
it's
like it. Like it's
I
good
like
food.
it.
Like how people drink whiskey. I love whiskey. It tastes like garbage, but it tastes so good.
I don't know. I feel like there are other things you can indulge in.
Oh, there is. I've been eating like a lot of pizza, like 3 times a day.
Pizza is a good indulgence.
Is it though?
Pizza. Yeah.
Because I'm like a B cup, bro.
Hey, you down there, stop it! Don't talk like that.
Yeah, I'm about a B cup, I think.
I'm even wearing a pizza shirt. Look.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
What are you looking for?
I got a shirt. That I think I posted somewhere. Hold on. I'll be right back.
So
how's it going, everybody?
It's okay.
Everything is weird here too. Weird is a perfect description.
the software we are using is called StreamYard.
StreamYard?
StreamYard.
Yeah. So Tammy, you can use StreamYard for free, but it's a limited. Just like with any free software, you're gonna have limitations. But yeah, you can use it for free. It's just it's gonna have their branding on it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. There's a bunch of other streaming thingies out there. If you want to hit me up to talk about it, feel free. But I bought this shirt from an artist. Their name is Paulina Ho, and all proceeds of this shirt went to delivering pizza, just like the pizza pandemic.
Oh, that's so cool.
to Frontline.
Oh, that's cute.
Sweet.
Super adorable.
It is awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just really love the
That's
their
a cool
dogs.
color
Mickey
too.
Mouse.
Yeah. And I love the yellow red combo. It's very
Yeah.
something about it. It's very like pizza to me.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So
Rock and roll.
Oh, when I was downstairs, Janelle, did you tell them about like you can order pizza and have it donated to like the medical workers and stuff?
Enzo was talking a little bit about that.
Yeah.
One of the
Because
specific.
that's a good way to like not only support local, but like buy dinner for people who are at their jobs and helping others and sacrificing their time and health. So that's a good two birds, one stone, and that stone is made of pizza kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
it's true.
Yeah.
It's a big old dough ball.
What is it
There-
called?
Well, there was it's in New York. I'm sure there's ones in Chicago and maybe Milwaukee, but the one in New York was called And Pizza, like the little and sign. And
The
it,
ampersand.
yeah, you could literally buy a pizza, and I believe they have like a mobile pizza, maybe like a pizza truck outside some hospitals, and they'll make it and deliver it. And I ordered one on behalf of Pizza Sutra for some of the frontline workers in New York. I wish there was something like that in Milwaukee. I'm sure there is in Chicago, but yeah.
Right. So and pizza is a pizza place.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, I'm on their website. It's give pizza, get pizza.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean there's yeah. I feel like pizza places are definitely stepping up with everything as far as like helping out and like giving just because it's so easy to do that with pizza
Mhm.
to kind of make it and deliver
And I mean,
it.
I don't know if you guys are aware of this. Pizza is love. So when you give other people pizza,
Yeah.
that's love. You're giving them love,
Yeah.
and it's happiness, and it's everything. It's great. Pizza's like the universal hug.
Pizza's like
Without
that
hugging.
that warm, slimy, cheesy hug that everyone wants.
Yeah, tasty.
Drippy.
Yeah.
So what pizza do you guys eat to celebrate? Like, is there a place that you remember? Because we did say that at the very beginning, like it's there for celebrations, for feeling bad. It's that comfort food. Is there a pizza that you're like, oh man, when I'm like gonna celebrate, or I just accomplished a great day at work, or like I fucking crushed it? Like, what's the pizza that you think of when you want to go celebrate?
One of my favorite pizzas where I am is Phil's Pizza in Watertown. That was one of my like most favorite pizza joints. I'm not really sure if they're even open anymore, but I used to get a like extra cheesy Euro pizza. It was just out of this world, man. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. That was, you know.
Something that would come to mind for me, especially when like I was in high school and I first learned how to drive, was going down to downtown Milwaukee and going to Pizza Shuttle, which is this institution in Milwaukee, even though the pizza's pretty gross.
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard of Pizza Shuttle. I don't
Yeah.
know where.
It's a pretty big deal.
It's a neat place. It's a neat place.
It's really cool, but the pizza's not good.
Pizza's,
Not good.
It's not bad. Like it does. She's making it sound terrible. Pizza Shuttle is an institution for like drunk people. It's drunk people food because our east side is like the college part of town, and the pepperonis like cup up, and the grease pools inside of it.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
Go ahead, keep talking.
But like it's a cool place. It was always like the end of a journey. Like you made it all the way down there. You have to go upstairs to get to it. Yeah.
The neon sign.
The neon sign. There's some arcade games in there. Yeah, that is something that would be kind of celebratory or comfortable or comforting to me, even though the pizza's not my favorite. The atmosphere is very good.
I don't know that I have a favorite like place or type or brand or whatever of pizza. I just like I really like thick crust pizza.
Mm-hmm.
So whether it's like a Sicilian or a pan pizza or something, that's kind of like my celebratory pizza, something that I could really like
It's a meal.
get into. Yeah. Yeah, something with chew, lots of chew.
That's why I love Jets. Jets is my celebratory. Jets is like my celebratory and my I'm super bummed out pizza.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the
It's
thing.
like that
Celebratory
thick,
one.
greasy with like cheese, Detroit style,
Mhm.
crispy cheese all the way up to the edge.
I feel like Jets is kind of pricey for some reason, or like I find that whenever I order Jets and get it delivered, it's like super expensive for like nothing.
Do you have Jets down in?
Mhm.
Nice. It is kind of expensive. I got a small, and it was like $15.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the 8-piece, the 8-corner piece.
No, that was 4.
I wish more pizza places, like especially local places, would make like that Detroit style. Like I understand that it's like not cost effective to do that.
I know Little Caesars does, and it's
Yeah,
not,
but I mean like a local place. Like
yeah.
I wish more local places around here would do it and have that as an option.
I feel like you also have to be like set up for it because it is a different process. Not that you can't make any pizza you want, but like because it is a little more complicated than just your typical like Neapolitan or like New York style pizza that I don't know, it's like figuring out like how to make room for it and where are you gonna
The pans by themselves.
and the pans you have to figure out okay where am I gonna store the pans and all this stuff. So but yeah, I feel like Detroit pizza is definitely gonna be more and more popular for sure.
I have to ask something. Sorry to change the topic, but Enzo, have you cut like your own hair on the sides? It looks like nice and like shaved on the sides.
So we were talking about this earlier. Dave actually did it for me earlier.
Great.
I was like, "Can you just like cut my hair?" So it was literally he just like shaved around the mop of hair on top of my head. So
Yeah.
It does look good.
Yeah, I mean it's really long on top, but the sides are they look really nice.
thanks.
I hope you tipped him well.
Oh, he got a tip, all right.
Nice.
Oh, he didn't get
Pizza, wasn't it?
He didn't get a tip. Anyway, what else?
Has anybody picked up any new skills?
No.
'Cause I feel like this has been a weird controversy so far lately. I mean, I've seen a lot of like really weird memes about it. Is like some people are like, you need to build a skill while you have the time. You need to learn to make something or do something. And then there's the other argument of like, don't let people bully you into feeling like you need to accomplish something, which are both valid arguments.
I am taking a class. If that makes
It does.
counts.
Yeah, I feel like that's a
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing.
class in.
I'm still working, so like I said, nothing's changed for me. Nothing. I wish I had the time to learn a new skill.
What about you, Janelle? Anything?
I learned how to build a fort in my living room,
Oh, nice.
and it's been
She froze.
Uh-oh.
Ah!
Are you there? We can kind of hear you, maybe. No? Oh, there you are.
Oh, there she
Hello?
is.
There you are.
sorry.
So you made a fort.
Made a fort. It's still up after 3 weeks. I put Christmas lights up. Oh, I guess something I've been doing is I've been trying to make messages in my window. So I live on a busy street that faces a busy street where there's normally a lot of people, and it's dead, but there's still a lot of people walking. So I started making messages first with paper, and my first message said, "I wanted easier parking, but not like this." And then I made another message. And now my latest incarnation is I have a projector facing outside on my window. And Sergio helped me make a little like video that just projects thank you to like, thank you nurses, thank you sanitation workers, thank you bus drivers, so on and so forth. And I just look out my window a lot and I notice people looking at it. So
Right. That's awesome.
yeah, I don't know, it's something.
I'm gonna drive by and look at it.
And take a picture and then send it to Janelle. Be that creep.
Like,
something else creepy that I've been doing is my neighbors that live right across the street from me, I think are a little bit of exhibitionists because they'll just start doing it at 1:00 on a Wednesday with full open windows.
Nice.
I mean, what else do you have to do?
You need to like open the window and cheer at them, like yes.
Yeah, like I'll be sitting reading, and then I'm like, "Is that a yep?"
Oh, that's my mom.
Oh,
Hey, mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like people are. I mean, it's weird not being employed.
You watch them? Yes, I've watched them.
I mean, you record them, right?
I took one.
I would record and then blur out their faces and then upload it to like Pornhub or something.
Oh, there weren't no faces in view. If you catch my drift.
Interesting. Interesting. Are they at least somewhat attractive or?
Oh yeah, the girl like they're young. I think they're college kids because it's a really big apartment. I'm pretty sure their parents would have to pay for it because it's probably like $2,000 a month. And yeah, it's a man and a woman. She's some hot little thing. I see her walking around in her like top, her bra and underwear and stuff, and they're just young. Good for them. Hi, Billy's mom.
You should maybe I don't know. Maybe you should use a projector or whatever and shoot stuff over.
Oh yeah.
Like, sweet.
Your directions for them, like projected. Try 69.
You should project like a pizza, like an image of like a pizza, like on to them while they're like on them while they're doing stuff.
I don't want to turn them on that much. Anyway, hi Billy's mom.
That's funny. That's
So speaking of young and dumb, so I'm a fan of TikTok. I feel like I've mentioned that before. And I have a TikTok page or a TikTok account. I know you guys have a TikTok account. Are you? So I have a personal TikTok page as well.
Hey, Danny.
And I kind of want to do a TikTok, and I feel kind of weird about it.
Well, don't feel weird about wanting to do that kind of stuff. I mean, that's not my cup of tea, but I mean,
there's this weird internet guru guy, that Gary V guy.
Mm-hmm. I was just watching him this morning, actually.
He's a very interesting fellow, and I like him.
He's very excited.
I like that.
Very
that he said
hammer pizza.
Did you not put that in there?
I don't know.
You had to have.
Yeah.
Did I? I don't remember. I don't remember.
Yeah, when you first enter the room, it says like the name on the thing, and you can change it.
There's a hammer. Bring in the hammer.
But the Gary Vee guy said something really interesting in terms of like people thought Instagram was just for kids and that it was silly until it wasn't. You know what I mean? Like everybody thought Facebook was just for kids and it was silly until it wasn't. So like fuck them, like just do it, and like who cares? And like I see that a lot, but I always come back to that like what he said and how excited he was when he said it, and it was very true. It was like here are all these platforms and things that are just for kids and they're silly until they're not, and then all of a sudden everybody uses them as a viable form of communication or even just to build like a business even.
Yeah, I mean with TikTok, I know. I mean, businesses are using TikTok, like legitimate businesses, and it is strange because to me, TikTok is like just people like lip syncing and being like stupid, and it's very like Vine, and it's very but yeah, it is interesting to watch these social platforms kind of like evolve into other things, but. I don't know. I feel like, especially with like the pizza account, I feel like I should be like taking advantage of that and kind of like doing things and because TikTok is like right now it's kind of like the Wild West as far as like what you can do and like you can kind of do whatever you want, and I don't know. I feel like I'm like missing the boat or something. I'm getting FOMO.
I don't.
Well, then just jump in, man.
Do it. If I were you, I would absolutely do it. And like,
I just don't find that interesting. Like, or like, I don't know. I don't think I have like good ideas.
I think you just need to have fun with it.
Yeah.
Your natural personality do its thing. Like in being creative, you are your worst judge. So just I don't know.
All these formats are really just here to, I mean, it's what you make of them, and you can find your own format even in that program. Like YouTube is a perfect example of that. Of how much it's evolved, and now there's like animated essayists, and now there's just regular essayists who don't even they're not even in front of the camera. So I think it's just utilizing like those limitations, but finding your own thing. Because I think your show would transfer very well onto TikTok. Of like, here's the dough, then you record like the sauce, and then the topping.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, part of it's also like, it's just another thing. It's just another thing to like plan out and edit and like So I don't know. I'm trying to figure out a way to use it that makes sense. That's not going to require
extra work.
A ton of extra work. Like I do not want to get roped into like having to do like a YouTube video on top of a TikTok video on top of like. So, I don't know.
Yeah, big time. See, my thing with TikTok is it's like I've downloaded it and like I didn't know what it was, and then I was like playing around on it. It is so chaotic, and this Instagram is the same way for me. Like
Instagram
like,
is
like what the hell's going on? I can't do it. It's just I need more organization.
You think Instagram is chaotic?
I think it is. Yeah.
What about it is chaotic?
I just like I don't know.
This is an intervention.
I don't know.
Really. This is an intervention.
It's an intervention. You need to use your Instagram more. I mean, I'm not one that like takes pictures of stuff to begin with.
Yeah.
Or posts or anything like that, or like wow, like my attention span is really short for things that don't matter. So, like most of the stuff, I'm just like, wow, okay, neat, moving on. Like, I don't ever like search for new stuff or anything like that because it's like,
I'm curious.
And it just seems like a big advertisement too. A lot of companies are, taking advantage. It's fun though. Sometimes you find a post, it's like, oh wow, that's neat.
That's neat. All your comments are that's neat. Anyone watching this, I want to hear what your opinions are on TikTok or Instagram. I'm curious. What else? We have 6 minutes.
6 minutes.
6
Holy
minutes.
macaroni.
Who's got 6 minutes worth of conversation?
I don't know. What do you wanna talk about?
Okay, everybody find the most interesting thing within 5 feet of them. And
Interesting.
tell.
I mean, I've got all sorts of weird stuff.
Well, pick
Here, I got a skull.
I have a little Wienermobile. I don't know if that's
Oh,
something.
Wienermobile. I've got TV remote. All right. What else do we got?
Pizza sticker.
Got that. An accordion.
Yeah, I found this outside once.
What?
Can I have it?
Does it work?
It needs to be repaired. I can tell, yeah. Oops.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't really have anything. I have an Orco. I don't know.
What?
An Orco?
Oh,
Yeah. What else do I have? I don't know.
This Annie mug.
that's pretty interesting. Billy wins.
Like this. That's music stuff.
So your mom loves or she says TikTok makes her laugh because how much people, the amount of time that they have. Yeah, I mean, a majority of the people on TikTok are like kids in school, and they do have time because they're not. I don't know. They don't have jobs.
Well, I'm going to install TikTok right now.
I think
TikTok.
I don't know.
TikTok is
for me.
great if. Oh, go ahead. Chanel.
I was just gonna say TikTok for me is like Snapchat. It's just it's sensory overload. Like, and I love Instagram. Like, I have so much fun on Instagram, but Snapchat and TikTok are two that I just haven't gotten behind.
I rarely use Snapchat.
I do once in a while.
Like, I'm just like, nobody cares what I'm doing. Like, I don't know. That's what I always kind of thought.
I mean, if you're doing, I guess if you're doing like interesting things, or you have a lot of people,
hot.
or you're hot.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
it.
that's part of the allure of TikTok is there are a lot of hot people on TikTok.
Yeah.
And I will be the first one to admit that's partially the reason why I like TikTok, but
Yeah.
you know,
Well, everybody likes to look at pretty things, so
right? If you see a sexy pizza just like on the table, it's like you want to.
Ooh, girl, I want to eat you up.
See?
I'm always. I think, like, I won't use them. I see a purpose in them as a brand or a company or whatever. Like, I get it, and I get that we should probably be doing that more. But I am excited because I always think it's pretty cool when kids are challenged to be creative and like they get these limitations, especially with like Vine, which is kind of similar in the same vein that I think is cool for those kids. And then they go, hey, I really dig this. And then they like graduate into like getting a camera and then like actually making content or whatever you want to call it. And I think that's really cool. I think regardless of how I feel about it or that I'm just the old man yelling at the cloud, I still I still get excited about that stuff. Like, well, now you know, everybody on all three people know that Janelle does all of our all of our grown-up work. I literally just sit here at my computer and I edit, and then Janelle does all of the social media stuff. She kind of knows how both me and Billy talk. I know the importance of those formats.
And you know what?
I'm gonna go on those formats. Like,
When
I still don't even get Instagram, to be fair. Like, I could care less about it. And she's all about communicating, whereas I'm more of a shut-in, and like I'd rather not. But I do enjoy the idea of making something and uploading it into YouTube.
Well, there's my mom.
Hey.
You were gonna say something, Billy?
Yeah. Whenever we have a script, Janelle always makes sure she like spells out the word like how I'll read it, and it's super helpful because like
it's phonetically.
yeah, she'll spell it out phonetically for
Yeah.
me, like, and I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
That way I don't have to like think about it. It helps out a lot. She's very good at that.
Whatever works. Whatever
Yeah.
works.
Yeah, I mean that's
Your hair does look lovely, by the way. Just like the perfect sheen. That top hitting it looks beautiful.
It's freshly washed, so
Ooh. You should have a giant mohawk.
I wish I could. I don't know how much product I would need to like do that. It would probably be a lot.
Right.
But anyway, we've
saw
lost
that. I'm looking at TikToks, and this guy was just spraying these girls with hose. What?
That's not TikTok. That's Pornhub.
No,
Yeah.
no.
You're looking at the
it's
wrong one.
TikTok.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I
All right. I'm done with that.
so we've reached the hour mark. So I think we should probably say goodbye.
Play the drums.
Huh? Play the drums?
Play the drums.
I don't have my drums set with me.
You play the drums, Enzo?
I don't know.
You do
I don't-
now.
I don't play
Bang on
any
shit.
instrument. The only instrument I played as a kid was the recorder, and that doesn't even count. So
Is that the thing you guys make in school?
No, you buy it. It's a plastic flute.
Yeah, it's a
Is
flute.
that the flute that they like give kids PVC and they're like, make this? I don't know.
Yep.
You already made your own recorder?
Yeah, I don't
That's
remember.
right.
We bought ours.
Yeah.
No, I mean like as a craft project in school. I don't know if it was a flute or a recorder or what that like you make out of PVC.
Nope, it's probably not good to. Well, I don't know.
Is it a flute?
This drill bit.
Yeah, like when we were in school, you had to like make. I don't know. I think it was a flute. Maybe it was a flute. You make a flute in school.
Nope.
You went
Recorder.
I went to a bunch of art schools my entire life, so who knows?
Yeah.
I thought it was normal to go to the art museum and paint and draw for like 4 days out of the week.
We went to the bowling alley.
Oh, fun. Yeah, our school was no.
Yeah.
That school was awesome.
Yeah. School and me and school aren't cool.
You're too cool for school.
I think school's too cool for me.
No, at least you're done with school, Billy. You don't have to go back.
Yeah,
I
mean,
won't.
for now.
I tried college twice. Nah. Twice.
Me too.
Twice.
I
Me
finished.
too.
I finished the second time.
Good for you. Good
I did
for
not.
you.
Third time's a charm. So
Yeah, they're two.
No, I don't. Honestly, if I were to go back to school, I'd go for like music or something that I actually want to do. Not like.
Then go. That's what I did my second time. I actually went for something I wanted to do.
Yeah. No. I'll just do it all myself.
Fair enough.
I'm learning a lot by myself. I know all the books and YouTube and
I know all the books.
oh,
get the books.
All the books.
Read the books.
who reads books?
What is a book? By the way.
You can learn that shit on TikTok.
Yeah. I just installed that app. We're doing it.
Thank you guys for watching.
Thanks for stopping in.
Thanks for stopping in, listening to us ramble about random things.
Mostly pizza stuff.
Mostly pizza stuff.
Mostly.
I just saw a review, by the way, that maybe we could all watch it and come back together on a movie called Little Italy, starring Hayden Christensen and Emma Roberts. Apparently, it's fucking terrible, but it has pizza in literally every scene. Is what That's what I heard.
What?
That sounds like a great movie.
What
Where
is
to watch it?
It's called Little Italy.
Little Italy?
And I remember when we talked about pizza and pop culture, this seems like it might go down as like the imminent pizza film.
I will put that on my list.
It's a romantic comedy, which I'm always a fan of, regardless.
Um,
And if it has pizza in it as well,
I wouldn't peg you for a rom-com type of guy.
oh, they're great.
He
They're
likes all the movies.
Oh man, I love it so much.
I still have not watched Slice.
Yeah, me either. Oh wait, no, yeah, we watched it.
Yeah,
I
we
didn't.
watched
I
it.
haven't seen that
Is
one.
it, is it worth
I watched it.
is it worth watching?
It's you're from Chicago, so it's like
Whoa.
supporting Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the director is from there and Chance is from there, and
Yeah.
it's fine.
It's a romp.
Little Italy has to be a good movie. It's got Anakin Skywalker.
It's got Anakin Skywalker. Yep.
Oh,
The
okay.
chosen one.
Sure
Um,
is.
You
Sure.
were supposed to be the chosen one.
Yeah.
but yeah, Slice is okay. I think it's a rental at best, and like a $3 rental if you can find it for that much. The soundtrack is incredible. If you're into like synthwave stuff, the soundtrack is wonderful.
I will check it out. So yeah, support your local pizza shop.
Make sure you subscribe to Enzo, son of
Subscribe
a pizza man.
to Pizza Man. Subscribe to Pizza Sutra. And yeah, I guess until next time.
Stay safe.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Okay.
Beep.